hosted by the infamous and dangerous and much lied about Eric A. Cinotti. This is where public corruption, abuse of power, a waste and misabuse of public dollars, and ultimately using your personal position for gaining power influence over others is met with extreme hostility. Otherwise, everyone else is welcome. Welcome to the Hostile Zone.
Welcome to the Hostile Zone. You're with the infamous and in your face, dangerous Eric Andrew Cinotti. Eric A. Cinotti. Who?
Eric Cinotti.
Cinotti says in your face on the Hostile Zone live. 99.9 KKTC. True country.
True America.
True Cinotti in your face along here on the Hostile Zone. Yet another night in this wonderful, warm, cold, wherever you are, December, since we're a syndicated show. Even though we're on KKTC tonight, this is a syndicated show. They're hearing us. I'm here with Miss Bianca Sea, on-air vocalist. What are you?
Hello, Bianca Sea. That's me.
Welcome, Miss Bianca. How are you today?
I am fabulous. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing outstanding. Thank you. We are accompanied by the famous, not so famous, comedic and hysterical R-Dub. Welcome to the team again, yet another night.
What's going on, everybody?
Got the mic on there tonight, R-Dub?
Yep.
Nice. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
A little tired. He was yelling at us because he's
Little
working too
bit.
hard here. Are you mad at us?
No.
All right, good. Don't be mad. Don't be mad at me. All right. So we also have the bagel eating meister in the back. Kenny, is he back there?
Yeah, he's back there, but it's not the bagels anymore. Ever since we started getting that gabagool.
Gabagool! Gabagool! All right, we have Dick back there. Hey, Dick is good. You back there?
What's up, everybody?
Dick is good. That's one of my favorite movies. You remember that movie?
No.
You don't remember? Oh my God! Here's a homework for everybody.
Okay.
You need to watch the movie Distinguished Gentleman with Eddie Murphy. Remember that? I talked about this movie before on a
I've seen
previous
the
show.
movie. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
he goes to Congress on a scam or whatever, and he's about to take out the leader of the House or one of the pious people in the Congress, and the guys went by the name Dick for short, and he's like, "Dick is good." You don't remember?
Oh, yeah.
We got to run a clip from
And the guy
that
said,
on one of the shows. That's a good movie. Good movie. All right. Anyway, so here we are, yet another night. KKTC 99.9. Thank you for hosting us yet another night.
Yes.
Cinotti's here with syndication, as always, coming in your face, talking crap. Don't really care what you think, but I do care what you think. But I don't really care. Say what you want to say, because I love my trolls and my bots. I say it unapologetically. And you should appreciate that, folks, because I tell it like it is. I call a spade a spade. I'm here for you.
You really
I'm
do.
here for the people. I hold no punches. I tell you what I think. And I'm the voice you wish you want to have, the voice you wish you had, the voice you want to have, but maybe you're afraid to have, or you don't have the reach to do it. I will say what needs to be said. Tell me what you want to say. The Hostile Zone at bbstalkradio.com. Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. Check us out on Facebook, Eric A. Cinotti, The Hostile Zone fan page, or Miss Bianca Sea, like the ocean. Check us out now live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and a whole other list I don't even know. But the show is airing live right now. If you're listening to us on the FM dial out there in 99.9 or anywhere else online or any of the platforms live right now, you can also check out the video of this show. It may be a little delayed, so don't run the video and the FM dial at the same time, because for some reason they can't manage to air me at 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It seems to be late no matter what happens, although we are plotted and scheduled for a 9 o'clock primetime appearance coming at you. All right, so that was good, right?
Yeah, it was.
I want to say that we are very, very proud to say that we have been nominated and marked for awards. We are a top 5 in your face % show worldwide out of 192 plus million shows. That's right. Top 5 in your face. What is it, R-Dub?
Top 5.
In your what?
In your face.
Where is it?
Top 5 in your face.
In your face. That's right. Top 5 worldwide, 192 million shows and climbing. All right. So, with that said, did I miss anything there, Arda, about to start off?
Nope. I think we're off to a good start.
Outstanding. So, we're going to give a little bit of the quick, hard news. The hard news, we're going to go a little quick.
Yeah.
Is quick, hard always good or no? Quick, hard, fast? No,
think it's
long
always
and
good.
hard, long and hard.
Yeah, everything.
Hey, Arda, long and hard or quick and hard?
I'd say.
Are you a quickie? Or quickie and not so hard? Or hard and long? What are you on the news
Oh my
side? How do you feel on the news?
The news side.
You know.
With the news, we're talking here, the news.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends. Like
Mondays are hard, long and hard.
Yeah, exactly. Some days, you can just go long and hard, and then other days you just can't.
And if you drink a lot, or whatever, like it's hard, it's tough, hard, aka hard. The hostile zone, no pun intended. You just don't know. So anyway, moving forward, here we are again another night, and I want to talk some quick news, and then we're gonna have some interesting conversations. God, the teleprompter, what shows up on the screen here is pretty funny. Whatever that story was, that picture I just saw, we definitely need to address that picture because I don't even know what it was.
Right.
Swing it over and show our dub back there. Is that something we want to talk about on the show? Show them that. Don't put it on this camera. Just show it to him. Do we want to discuss that? Yes?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Right. Okay. It's a pretty provocative picture of a young lady with the name of Bianca. We'll get into that after. Okay, not Miss Bianca Sea, because it's a pretty provocative photo, but it's not FCC fine worthy. Okay, we're not going to show it here. Firstly, it's an FM dial, and FCC has nothing to do with what we stream. But the story is clear.
Should I keep this on the screen?
Yeah,
I think you're probably going to be distracted the whole time.
Pull that, show that down. Write that down. Right there. Pull that down. How's that work for you, buddy? All right, so.
Oh, fancy.
We're looking at a young lady in a bikini. We'll get into who that is after. Okay, she went out in public like that. That's a great story.
Oh, boy.
Really, don't pull that up. Pull that, make that smaller. I don't want to see that the whole time.
I know. I'm going to scroll it up because it seems like it's
distracted. Yeah, I was not even expecting to see that. All right, so anyway, quick and hard news. Just because
hard news.
Hard news.
Hard news.
It was very hard after that. So anyway, moving forward with this, in all seriousness, we're going to go into some stuff that we've been talking about on the show, and then we're going to get into more fun conversations because I don't want to beat up all this news stuff too much tonight as we try to stick to Mondays being the busy news night. So we've been talking over some time about the attacks and et cetera that's been going on in the Red Sea and other areas in the Middle East and off of Africa and Yemen and whatever. If you recall, you remember we were talking about that stuff?
You were talking about it a couple of times.
Well, unfortunately, there's been yet another attack, and this missile strike shot off by terrorists or rebels, whatever, terrorists, same thing, I guess, right? Out of Yemen.
Okay.
They have not claimed on the record that they've done this, but we know that, and sources in the intelligence community have identified. My sources have told me that yes, there was an attack, and that this was by the rebels in Yemen.
Really?
This attack was on a oil and chemical tanker off the Red Sea in the coast of Yemen, and unfortunately, the actual missiles hit the cargo ship and caused damage. And the cargo ship was struck by these missiles, and it was not a United States flagged ship. Now, when they say flag, I'm going to say that's how my source gave me the story. It's not a United States ship when they say flagged or whatever, the flag. It's not flying the U.S. flag. It was not our ship. It was a Norwegian ship off the coast of Yemen in the Red Sea. So the United States did not have assets right there at the moment, but the ship was struck. It was injuries and damage done to the ship. The United States did not have any ships or any assets right there at that particular second, but the USS Mason did respond and offer render assistance to the Norwegian flagged ship. Norwegian people, I'm looking at you out there. Norwegian. not a United States ship. Why are they shooting missiles at any ship of any country but Norwegian? Really? Okay. So the United States did, according to Central Command, CENTCOM, they did send out USS Mason to offer assistance. This is a bad situation. It's getting worse. We know that sources say for a fact, we know that this is out of Yemen. It was terrorists, rebels out of Yemen. And we do know that just like all the other instances, it does have Iran backing, Iran, whatever you want to use, say Iran backed. So this is a problem. This is problematic. A lot of other countries are now really concerned because this is more than one instance that this has occurred. This is not a United States ship, has nothing to do with us, and it has zero connection to the Israel and Hamas Palestine conflict. Right now, it has nothing to do with anything that has to do with us or anything related to anything that has anything to do with the war, the Middle East, or anything. This is the Norwegian ship bringing supplies, oil, and etc. Commerce, the international waterways, commerce, how we get things from other countries to us and how other countries get things to each other around the world. This is protected stuff. The United States is a global beacon of freedom. We're a global force for freedom around the world. And we are the international police, among other countries that assist, but we are the dominating force in that area.
Oh, okay.
And, this is something that we responded to assist the United States. But I suspect, and I say, Iran, quit playing games. Don't poke the bear. Bad things will happen to you. You know that. We know that. The world knows that. Do you want to push the buttons further? Stop. Really? Okay. With that, moving forward, since I think October 7th of this year, there have been 92 attacks on the United States, whether it be embassies, military in both Iraq and Syria. 92 attacks since October 7th of 2023.
Oh.
92 attacks. This is it is absolutely insane. Think about 92. Count how many days have been in the calendar. That's only 60 days ago. So that's more than one attack per day since then, since October 7th. That's insane. So now Baghdad is the capital of Iraq. You should know, but if you don't, then Cinotti just told you. Baghdad is pledging to fight back. That they do not want this to occur inside of Iraq. They do not want all these things to happen, whether it be bombings on us. Now, most recently, as of the weekend, there was a bombing against our embassy in Baghdad, the U.S. embassy. Now, you might agree or disagree with the United States military in other countries, but we talked on other shows that the military has bases just like everybody else has bases everywhere. It's a sovereignty to have these bases. There's nobody pushing them out of our other countries, etc. We have people from other countries here that train. All countries, they kind of help each other out, right?
Okay.
Plus, every place that we've been engaged in a conflict with, we keep a contingency of military personnel there, right? So that's just the way it's been for the inception of time since we have recording. We know this, World War II, etc. So, Italy, everywhere, in Japan, we talked about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now they attacked an embassy. And I say this because if you are anybody out there listening to this, embassy is the State Department. It's diplomats. It's diplomacy. Every country, if they're recognized by the United Nations around the world, they have an embassy in every country. We have them all over the place in every country. Where in other countries we have an embassy, and they have embassies in our country here in the United States, both in Washington, D.C. and in New York City. This is just the way it is. It's that way for every country. We have them here. And anybody that's been to D.C., I'm a New York, Jersey, and a D.C. guy all the time. We see the embassies. If you go anywhere in Washington, D.C., DuPont Circle area, it's all embassies. It's all embassies. You go up into New York City, up by the United Nations, all the roads back there, Embassy Road, same thing in DC. So all these other countries have embassies. We have embassies. They have embassies. This was an attack against the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. That's a problem. Problematic. Baghdad officials the Iraqi officials in Baghdad are saying that they want to find out who's doing this because they don't want this nonsense happening in their country, and they don't want an all-out war to break out over this. And they're very, very unhappy, and they said they will pursue whoever these militants are at all costs in their country and bring them to justice, and they will not allow this behavior to occur in their country. So I applaud Baghdad for their strong stance on this. Hopefully, they will continue that moving forward. You know what is an interesting shake on this is that the Iraq dinars or dollars over there, dinars, their money has been now guarded by the United States Federal Embassy. Quote, strike that from the record, not embassy. The U.S. Federal Reserve is housing Iraq's money for them and the protection of their money. So we have a lot of influence and control over their money because we're protecting it for them because it's our reserve that has their money. So nobody goes in and takes it from them or it doesn't lose its value. And it's also beneficial to the United States, but it's beneficial to the Iraqi people. Now, since the war in Iraq, and because we were doing this for them, the Iraq gets their electricity from Iran.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which we know that the world has sanctions against Iran. So we had to give them sanction waivers to buy electricity from Iran because they needed to get additional electric for the rest of the country, Iraq. So they had to buy it from Iran. So we had to provide waivers for them to do that, even though there were sanctions against doing so.
So how long has that been like?
Well, the sanctions have been in place for quite a while, and the obviously the fall of Iraq in 2003 and the invasion of March of 2003, when the United States first invaded Iraq, then the Saddam regime fell, and the Iraqi dinar, the Iraqi dollar, had his face on the money. You know, not like the United States with the faces of different presidents.
Yeah,
all the money had Saddam's face on it. All the money was deemed essentially worthless.
Oh wow.
Many of us had dollars. I have them stored. I have them framed at home. Because we have them. You know, they're useless. They were flying on the street. People were throwing them in the air, so they were everywhere.
Wow, just like that, huh?
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. Actually, I should bring one for the show. Anyway, with that said, so yeah, that's an issue. The sanctions have been there, and the Iranians are providing the electricity for the Iraqis, but I don't know how that's going to play out in the future.
We'll see.
I hope for the best, but I have to say I'm optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic because I don't want to be an optimist, nor do I want to be pessimist, but I'm cautiously optimistic. But I can't say that based on this attack in Yemen, we know Iran is supporting it. It's not going to get any better. They're going to keep poking and poking and poking. Obviously, now they're going after Norwegian flag ships and other ships and other people around the world. It's not going to let up any day. It's not going to let up any day soon. Wow. It's going to be a problem, and I just pray that it doesn't lead to further nonsense. But anyway, we did talk about Latin America, and we were talking about Venezuela trying to push into Guyana.
Yes.
And it was oil and mineral-rich area. Remember we were talking about that?
We were.
Remember, Ardell, we were talking about that?
Yeah, I remember.
So what else is what's going on now?
Well, good news is that the president of Guyana, the Guyanese president, has agreed to meet with Venezuela to discuss this situation in an effort to avoid military conflict or any other conflict, whatever it might be, and any hardship on the people of Guyana. However, he said he's going in there optimistic as a show of good faith, that he's willing to sit down and have this conversation with Venezuela, President Maduro. However, he said his country must be respected, the sovereignty of his people must be respected, and that he wants the International Court of Justice to hear the case and to look at this. So that's a little bit of positive news on the spin for what we were discussing with that region. However, I'm cautiously optimistic on that because where's that going to go going forward? I don't know. Now, here is a little bit of United States. Interesting stuff. It's news. It's very newsworthy. Yeah, and it's very worthy of conversation in a news and a commentary and an opinion base. And I think this will spark a little bit of conversation. Even our dub probably want to join in on this one. I mean, it's not an exciting news story in the sense of let's have fun with it. It's actually very alarming in a lot of ways, yet informative in others. So discussing, remember, Art, you know the movie Mississippi Burning?
I did not.
You know the movie Mississippi Burning?
I have, yes.
What do you know about the movie Mississippi Burning?
Well, it's about a small town that does. It's a white and black. They kept it separate, very racist, and
it's a true story. It was based on, right?
And then these two two white activists, and a third. They were trying to help a black one, yes,
trying to get people to register to vote.
And then all of a sudden, they just ended up missing.
Right, they went missing and were ultimately found dead.
Yes.
And the issue there was that the whole argument was about keeping minorities from engaging in government and engaging in the process. And what that movie highlighted was that people were coming in with civil rights projects, and they were coming in to help minorities get organized and get engaged in the political process.
Something about voting too.
Voting, engaged in government and the political process. Okay. I implore you, if you did not watch the movie, it's an older movie, but it is quite a good movie. If I remember, Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman is one of the stars of the movie, Gene Hackman, and I don't remember the other guy's name, but
the guy from The Saw is in that movie.
Look up who was in the movie. Look up. So I implore you guys, if you don't know the movie, to check it out. It's an older movie, but it is going to be related to what I'm about to bring. Not related directly, but it is topical to this conversation. So in Mississippi, there will be a case being heard on the 19th of December by the federal court, and it is regarding the CCID, which, let me get the specific, what it stands for. I thought I had it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Capital Complex Improvement District Court. Capital Complex Improvement District Court. CCID. So when I say that moving forward, like yesterday we talked about the ICBM, moving forward, CCID is this court. So basically, let me give you the quick and fast, the short and curly on this one. So the basically in Mississippi, when, and I don't know in KKTC land, I should know, but I will look further into it, how the law works there. I know I'm a legal scholar. I claim to be, right. I should know political and government and stuff, but I don't know every specific district around the country. All right. But basically,
I'm sure not a lot of people know. So
I know a lot more than most. so you can trust what you're hearing is accurate, and I'm not providing you bot information. Okay. This is fact.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Thank you. You're right. I can't know everything. Cinotti says. Ooh, the survey says. Cinotti says. CCID. New court starting potentially January 1st, 2024. Honestly, that's the truth. 2024 is this new court, the CCID, the Capital Complex Improvement District Court. So basically what this is going to be starting on the 1st, and they have requested that federal court hear this case, and they're going to hear it on the 19th of December. Now, let me give you the quick, fast, and easy on. In Mississippi. What's the what has two eyes and no? What is it? No eyes and no. Oh man, I screwed that one up. God, screwed that one up. That's a joke. Yes, it's a joke. 2 eyes and no. Oh my God, look that joke up for me. I feel stupid now. We need sounds for that, bro.
I already did it.
Yeah, but we need a button for that. All right, push a button over there. Just push any button, R-Dub. Push something because I screwed up.
I think we're back.
All right, we're back. So I had to push a button delayed, people, because I sounded like an idiot for a second. So anyway, the Mississippi, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know. I'm from North Jersey, so I don't know. Everything is pronounced wrong by us anyway, according to most people. But in Mississippi, when they have locally elected politicians, then they decide who the judges and prosecutors are in their municipal courts. We would call in New Jersey muni courts. Municipal court. Yeah, superior courts and etc. Appeals court, muni courts, municipal courts.
Oh.
So their municipal courts in Mississippi are appointed by the elected people in those municipalities, those cities, those areas. Those courts in the different cities are picked by the elected people. So if you elect somebody in your city of, let's say, make it for everybody, let's just say Washington, D.C., right? Okay. Or New York City, right? Or any big city. Think of your big city. Or any city, small, big. They elect people to be their mayor, their council, their whatever, okay? Right. Those people appoint, once they're elected and they're in office, they appoint who the prosecutor, district attorney, whatever you want to call it, and the judges are in each particular city. Who those people are, they're going to hear cases. This is how it works across Mississippi. With this CCID court, the state is going to appoint the prosecutor and the judges for this particular court.
The state, okay.
The state. So that means the elected people of the state, the elected statewide people, are going to be the ones who pick who is going to be the judge and the prosecutors in this CCID. This district court. Now, to be fair, this court is going to hear tickets and misdemeanors, low-level charges, but it is going to directly impact the local people of this area because here's the real argument. And I'm not race baiting anybody, but I want to hear what you have to say. The Hostile Zone at bbstalkradio.com, Eric at ericandrewcinotti.com. Because they are saying that the particular area where this CCID court is going to be located is in a heavily minority-based area, basically black votes. And they're saying this is an attempt again, and they're saying again, this is not Cinotti's words, again, to keep the black population, the minority population, from having direct relations and involvement with government. Because they elect the mayor and council in this city where this CCID court's going to be. They elect the politicians in that city. So the people pick the person they want to elect. And then that person that's elected, male or female, Republican, Democrat, whatever you are, independent, whatever they are, nonpartisan, they then in return pick the prosecutor and the judges, etc., in that city, right?
Right.
This particular one is going to be picked by the state, not by the local people. So now you're saying, now here's the question at hand, and that's why they want to go to federal court on this, because is there an attempt directly by the government at the state level to now control criminal justice and to, let's say, disenfranchise the elected people, word of the day, disenfranchise the people in this district, in this city, from having a direct say in how criminal justice is played out, how it's prosecuted, how it's heard, all that in their cities, their city in this district.
Well, that blew my mind. I mean, is that a good thing for them or is that a bad thing?
Here it is. RW, you feeling this one? You hearing where I'm going with this story? Give me the non-understanding of law and public administration, the two of you guys. That's why you're great on the show here. Tell me what your thought is on this. Did I explain it correctly? I mean, did I make it because I might be too technical. I mean, ask me what you want.
I started understanding it, yeah.
I don't want to go over anybody's head. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be an anti-racist, a pro-racist, or anything.
I don't think you come across
I'm just trying to be real in your face, hold no punches, call it like it is. What are your thoughts, Art? What say you, R-Dub?
I mean, no, I'd say that you're holding yourself pretty well in regards to all of that.
But I mean, thank you. But I mean, what is your feeling on this conversation? Since you're generationally different than me and Miss Bianca here, but I mean, you're a different generation, and I'm actually poised and interested to hear what it is you want to say. So tell me what you feel on this.
I mean,
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm not trying to sandbag you by any means. This is
yeah,
a very
no,
serious topic, and I think that you're the next generation coming forward, and your opinion and your standpoint on this is important to me, at least, and I hope to my listeners, viewers, etc.
I mean, I'm a pretty young guy, so I really don't have much knowledge on any
So
of
you know
this
about
stuff.
racism. How do you feel about the people electing somebody? Think about your hometown. All right, you have a city mayor and council there, right? You have
Yes.
elected people. How would so think about you have a lot of minorities in your community where you're from?
Um,
Or just forget minorities. Forget minorities. Let's just say you have your community where you're from. Your family has a business there, from what I know. And how would it feel for you and your family and you and everybody in your neighborhood to have control and elect people to be in charge of your community, and then to have the state come in and say, "Oh, we're going to have control over stuff in your community," even though normally the law allows for you to make the decision on your own in your community. But we're in this particular case, we're going to take it away from you or give our own.
well, I mean, if that was the case, then no, I definitely wouldn't like that. I mean, I grew up in a very small town where you literally cannot walk 10 steps without knowing the person next to
That's
you.
always not a good thing, but right. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, right? That has its downfall. We can talk about that another day. But my point is that what do you see racial issues right now? Do you see race as an issue right now? Because you didn't really grow up to much racism, did you?
No, not at
Right?
all.
I mean, it's okay. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I don't want. I'm not trying to sandbag you. You can give me the dirty look off camera if you want, but and tell me to kill it. I don't have to go there. I'm just having a conversation because I think you have a good viewpoint that people don't listen to normally. You're in a different age bracket and people don't hear you, and I am interested to hear what you have to say. You don't have much experience with racism, or do you?
I mean, once again, growing up in this small town, I myself never really dealt with much racism, but that was also because I decided to steer away from the people. Because, I in my town of Wisconsin, is generally like hicks and very like conservative people.
Right.
And so, I mean, that can definitely cause some conflicts along the um, racial side of things.
Right.
But I mean, me personally, I love everybody until they give me a reason not
Right. I
to.
try not to be racist by any means. I try not to make pass judgment on people. I mean, now I'm a little older than you. I'm not much crazy older than you, but enough to have seen racism in my life. I grew up in an area where there was divide amongst people, not in a bad way always, but a divide where you would drive from one place and there was more affluent areas, more money, more different color makeup amongst the people, compared to other areas where I'm from. And being right outside of New York City, there was a lot of areas that were predominantly one minority or the next or whatever. But I did not experience in my time growing up much racism in the sense of seeing race wars blow up, other than recently, which we all saw over these cases over the past 5 years or so, over police stuff and things going on out there, George Floyd, etc., things like that.
Yeah,
But I
I
don't
can
have
agree
much
with that.
experience other than that. I mean, now Miss Bianca, you have a Latin background, a Latina background. What is what say you on this race stuff?
Well, being Latina
Speaking
myself,
right to your New Mexican people there.
yeah, I mean, it's a little different for us, the Latinos, because we we know both sides. I mean, we've been through in suburbia and in the city
Right.
life, but like I get along with everybody.
Right.
I mean, like we
But isn't it like this? It's alarming to see this situation. I'm like, I want to get more information on this. I want to learn more. I have some contacts I'm going to reach out to and talk to some people. I've already sent some emails out. I want to get more information on this. You know, here's the legal side of it. I have a little knowledge in this district court process. They're trying to say that because they have this basically this district is going to cross over to the capital area of the state. So they have a capital police department separate from the city police department. If you go into Washington, D.C., you know, this show has been in Washington, D.C., so we air and we film there. So you know that you have the U.S. Capitol Police. You have every federal agency has a police department. The Capitol Police, the Park Police. I mean, you know this. We film
Right,
it.
yeah.
You also have Washington District of Columbia, D.C., District of Columbia Metropolitan Police Department. You also have like the transit police and all this. So the point is where this is they're saying is that when and now we're talking about Mississippi, but when the Capitol Police, or like in DC, the Park Police, or any of the other agencies that are out there, when they issue a summons or a ticket, a summons, I'm talking with words people don't know, a ticket, write you a ticket, or arrest you for a misdemeanor or a low-level charge or whatever it might be, then they would generally would go to the city court of the city that they're in. What they're saying with this CCID court, this centralized court, district court, then when the state agencies or whatever would be writing a ticket or making an arrest, then they would go to the centralized district court instead of the specific local court. Now, I have a little knowledge to an understanding of this process from New Jersey in Bergen County.
Yes, I do.
Because Bergen County, which used to have a Bergen County Police Department and a Bergen County Sheriff's Department, of which now they don't. They just have the Sheriff's Department. Separate topic for another day. But Bergen County Police, Bergen County Sheriff are county agencies, and they would issue a summons or a ticket to somebody. Let's just say a county law enforcement would issue a ticket or whatever. They would go to the city in which the county issued the ticket to that particular municipal court, if indeed it went to court.
Oh. Okay.
Where Bergen County created the Bergen Central Municipal Court, very similar to this. That's why I know a little bit about this particular area. Bergen County Central Municipal District Court then was centrally located in the complex in Hackensack, New Jersey, the county seat, the head of the county, where all the county courts are. But this municipal central court was when the county issued a ticket or a low-level thing, and it was issued by the county police or the sheriff's office. In any county, Bergen County has 72 towns. So in any town, I didn't say county, typo, town in the county of Bergen, and there's 72 towns, you still, the law enforcement officer would not have to go to the town in which they wrote the ticket to go to court. The driver or person who received the ticket, everybody would go to Hackensack to this central municipal court.
Okay.
To fight their case.
Oh.
So did I get too in detail on that? Probably I'm too detailed.
You blew my mind.
Right. It's not a law class or a public administration class, but
Learn
basically
something every day, folks.
Yeah. So basically, what they're saying is they're trying to centralize this court for when these other agencies that go to different areas and they have jurisdictional reaches across multiple areas, multiple cities. This particular court would handle all of their cases. That's what I basically get the idea, and I don't have all the significant details because this is breaking news that this information is changing on an ever-changing basis.
It's so confusing, but it's different in every state.
It is very different in every state, you know. And listen, it is incumbent upon you, the person, the driver, to know the laws and the rules in the area in which you're going before you get there. Ignorance is not an excuse for breaking the law.
That's very true.
Ignorance is never an excuse for breaking the law. You should know if you're going to travel into a particular state, a town, or wherever, you should know the traffic laws, the speed, and all that stuff. Anyway.
Oh, it's like traveling to Japan. Any little thing can be an insult.
Right. It's like you
So
should
you
know.
have to know the manners and the rules there.
Right, and you can get arrested.
Yeah,
you can get arrested.
exactly.
We don't arrest people for insulting
Could you
people here.
For an instance, like if you talk about somebody behind their back about like for an instance, like if you heard a rumor that somebody was cheating on their wife or something,
right,
you can get sued for that.
You can get killed for that in a lot of places.
Yeah,
around the
but
world.
like they are known for honor. So if you dishonor them, it's a big deal.
Right.
That's a big no-no. You know, for an example like that.
No,
But,
it's a good example. I mean, you should know the customs, courtesies, and the laws, and all the stuff in your area.
Yeah, it's really important.
And I was kind of like not related directly to this, but I was saying that, you know, they have a centralized court, and this court is not in effect yet. They're looking for a January of 24 target date on this, but it's going to go to federal court on the 19th of December. As of now, it's going to be heard in federal court whether this is another attempt or another attempt, however you want to say it.
I wonder, is it going to go for the better or for not?
What's that?
Is it going to be for the better?
I don't know. Not? I mean, I don't know. I hope that it is. I hope that. I mean,
hope so too.
I can see both sides of the argument here. I truly can. I truly can see the government and the public administrative side. I could see the legal side on what is good for the government, what is good for better government, what is good for law enforcement and the practice of law, on why this particular court, the CCID court, works for the government and is better for the application of government, for good governance, better tax spending, all of that stuff. I can see that. I truly can. But I also can see the reverse side. I can see how it may appear and feel and very well be disenfranchising or feeling like you're not allowing you to have your voice in your community.
Right.
You voted for the people in your community, knowing when you voted for John Q. Public, you voted for candidate A for mayor, or you voted for candidate B for a city council person, you knew what their job is. You know that the mayor does A, B, and C. The city council does D, and E, and F, right? Well, you know that the mayor appoints the judge and the prosecutor or whatever. However it works. And I don't know, don't bot me. I don't know the incidentals on this one. I'm just giving a generalized conversation.
Example, yeah.
Generalized.
Examples,
i.e. example, in example. So when, Dad, you bet you never knew what I.e. stood for, right? I.e. an example. So anyway.
Wait, should we say allegedly?
Allegedly. And if you're watching, I'm giving you air quotes, in your face, air quotes. So anyway,
yeah.
But truthfully, I mean, I can see both sides. I mean, if you are living in a community and you had a way of doing things, and we're not talking about a way, I'm talking about, you know, that the law and the government operates in a certain way. And now you have voted for somebody who has jurisdictional authority to do certain things, and you voted for this person because you want this person, the community spoke,
right,
for this person to be their leader, because you know the leader can do these certain things. And now the state, who, are elected by the state, they're elected by a plurality, word of the day, again, plurality of the populace, another word of the day, for the people of the state of Mississippi, however you want to say it. Mississippi. Remember there was MISS, cover your eye. Remember that? We do that in school anyway. Catholic school, I did some weird things. MISSIPPI. MISSIPPI. Got it. PPI. Back there. You got it there, Arda? PPI?
We got it.
ISSIPPI. Okay. Anyway, so in Mississippi, in Mississippi, they felt that they picked their leaders, and their leaders are who they are, and they are feeling as if now they picked people, and now these people are now changing the process. It's like changing the rules in the middle of the game. Changing the rules in the middle of the game. Yeah, Okay, well, I know that there's 3 outs in a baseball game in an inning. In this, after the first out, when there's a man on second base, if you're a baseball guy, are you a baseball guy, Ardum? Derek Jeter, Yankees all the way. All right, okay.
Oh, I was about to say Twins.
Twins?
Twins.
Really?
Yeah.
You got twins?
Yeah, I got
You got twins there?
Twins and Brewers,
There
baby.
you go. All right. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna go there. But anyway. So, and I want to end this story. I'm going to get Cinotti's on the scene, getting the scoop. I will come back and more on this.
Gotta say, I just love everybody. I don't.
But
see
you can't
color.
change the rules in the middle. That's where I was going baseball.
I've always said
the 2 outs and the man on second. You can't say, okay, you got a man on second. There's 2 outs. Guess what? Game's over and 1 out, man on second. Game's over at 2 outs. No.
Oh.
I got people on deck. I'm about to get on up to bat. I got a man on second. It's 3 outs.
Yeah.
It's a 9-inning game. Don't make it a 6-inning game because you're winning in the bottom of the 5th and you want to make sure that you win so you end the game at 6. No, it's a 9-inning game. So I hear you, Mississippi. I hear you. You're out in your face. No, but really, I hear you because this is something that is very, very, very difficult to take. I am not a fan of big government. I'm not a fan of government coming in and stripping your rights away. I'm not a fan for government. They lie, they cheat, they steal. We know that. And I mean, listen, I've been in and out of government my entire life, and I will continue to be for the rest of my life, regardless of what bot trolls and losers in certain states want to do. I'm not going anywhere. So, with that said, I hear you. So, the government lies, cheats, and steals, especially many elected people. We know never elect people into the criminal justice system. Anyway, sidebar conversation on that. But I hear you. I do. And I hope that when you get to court on the 19th of December, that this is up for discussion. This is a conversation. And both sides should come in because I can see the government's side of this, but I also hear the people's side. And at the end of the day, I'm for the people. I'm for what the people say. And if you in your community don't want this, then fight it all the way. Fight it. Fight it all the way. Stand up. Don't back down. Don't let them walk on you. And government, if you think it's good for the people, then present it to them in a way that they see it's good for the people. And you know what? Here it is. Message to Mississippi. Mississippi, however, if you are going to get through this case and it's going to happen and it's going to pass by and the federal government, federal courts are not going to stop you from building this CCID court, then you should appoint people from that community to that court. That is what I'm going to say. That is my Alex Jones moment. I'm going to say, appoint the people from that community, appoint people from that demographic. Don't pull in people from the outside. Don't bring in people that are not related to the community and don't understand the community. They need to understand the people of that community and the people that they will be providing judicial government services for. That's all I'm going to say. I will follow up on this further. Okay, Miss Bianca, tell everybody what that picture was on the teleprompter.
Well, I was looking up of.
You want to blow that up again to show our dub? Who was the Mississippi Burning? Yeah, what was that? Who was the other star?
Mississippi Burning.
Who was the other star?
Gene Hackman, Francis McDormand.
Oh, Francis McDormand. That was the guy. Yeah, that was the other guy.
Was the girl.
It was Gene Hackman and Francis McDormand. Dormand? Is it Dormand?
No, that's the girl.
Yeah. No.
That was the wife.
Oh, that was the wife. Where's the guy?
William Defoe.
Oh man, I don't. Oh, here it is. A Marine. Who was the other guy? He was the mayor. R. Lee Emery. Yeah, I like him. He was in the movie.
Lee Emery. Wow, he's a really
good. I like him. He was the Full Metal Jacket guy. Yeah. He was in the movie. Watch the movie Mississippi Burning.
And then the guy from Family Matters.
The guy from Family Matters, right? The black guy from Family Matters.
The big brother.
He's a great actor. Was a great actor. Is a great actor. He did a great job in that movie. Darius McCary. Okay, so moving on. Tell your story about your.
And then the Saw guy was Tobin
the
Bell.
movie from the Saw, right? The guy from the Saw. All right, no, go on. Go back to your other one.
Okay, I know you're very.
No, I just don't want to go off on this. I don't want to do too much on
I know you're eager and excited to see that picture. I get it.
Right, we were commenting about her before.
Well,
we were actually brought this up on yesterday's show. Actually,
it's not
what was that picture?
But...
Was that a back shot of her?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, spin that around for him. R-Dub.
What? Auga.
Kanye West in the house. That's Kanye West's new girlfriend, right?
That's his new wife.
New
Oh,
wife,
that's his new girl. I thought you were saying
brought
that
up.
was
That's his new
Kanye
wife.
West. I was about to say, sheesh.
No, it's not Kanye West. That's his
That
girl.
was so funny.
That's his new girl, Bianca.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
We should have tricked other people.
It's
Is that the front? Yeah,
it's
that's the
not
girl from
me.
yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, can I
That's
read
it.
it?
No, we're all reaching for the thing
Do
here.
you want a bib
Way
or
to go.
I
something?
don't think
Way to
Richard
go,
would like that.
Kanye. Way to go, Kanye. All right.
Well, his 28-year-old wife,
Good for you, Kanye.
Bianca Censori. I think her new thing is that she wants to be in the spotlight, and a couple of appearances nowadays. Like her new thing is carrying stuffed animals.
Good for her.
I wonder what her message is about that. By
So
the
where
way.
are we going with the story anyway? Because other than what she was
she's
wearing,
just
you had up on
stirring-
your screen. So what was the
She's
story?
just stirring up things.
That was what. Yeah, I saw that one first.
Yeah, well, this was just an outfit for her going to a club for DJ Khaled's birthday party in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
And she's in a
You know who that is, right, DJ?
a
The DJ is?
sequin.
No, you do know.
No.
You know a story about him. We'll talk about that another time.
No, I don't know yet.
Yeah, you know who he is.
But she's spotted there in a sequin bikini type of thing.
I mean, it's
And
not
she has,
racy.
like,
Can you blow it up
I
and
think it's
hold it
kinda
up to the
racy.
camera?
Kinda looks like
we
no,
don't
I'm
have
not
FCC.
holding it up.
Right, it's on news, right? It's on a website, right? What website is that?
This is according to Page 6.
No, it's a Page 6 website.
Yeah. So and then she's
Is she
holding.
even wearing anything near at all?
No, just that sequin sheer
Okay.
silver diamond bodysuit. I guess it looks like kind of
But
like a
that bare
metal.
skin on her legs, otherwise, or is that a bodysuit?
No, that's bare skin.
Okay.
And what she's wearing, I believe, like her shoes look like furry cat.
Oh,
type
she
of
got a little
shoes,
kid. Right,
too.
right, okay.
So she got a little theme going, and it's supposed to be a Persian cat.
What did I say? Scroll down to Gold Digger. I saw his.
No, that's because of his song, you know.
Right, I remember the song. Yeah,
Brother
no, that's what I'm
Gold-
saying. I like that
yeah.
song. Right, you know that song, Gold Digger?
Well, of course.
Give me a line from it. Let's hear it.
Oh, way to throw me on the spot. I know it, but I don't know.
Do you know the song now?
We want
You sure?
prenup. We
We
want
want prenup.
prenup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
the
Right,
girl's
something
gonna
you
get
need to
half.
have. When you found out that you raised a kid and you were buying him, Tyco for his birthday, but she was buying lipo instead. That's a line from the song.
But
He was paying child support to buy Tyco toys for the kid, and he found out that the girl was buying lipo suction. Okay, Arda,
Ew.
come on, wake up, dude.
Oh.
Why do I know more about pop
know
culture
about
than
that.
you?
This is
Maybe
and,
because I grew up from a hick town.
Okay, well, you're on a syndicated show now, on the radio, on all the platforms, so you should learn stuff.
I will get
Thank
educated.
you. Educate yourself. In your face. I'm not liking it. All right, go.
well, a lot's happened at this place in Miami on Sunday about Art Basel, if I'm correct, if that's what it says.
Where is it? Where is
Yeah,
it?
it's like a big
Let me
event.
see.
Art Basel.
I don't know what
They-
this is. That's cool.
It's an Art Basel party in Miami that they went to, and she also was wearing like that sheer
to give a little-
pantyhose
So
type
she
of
had
looking
that,
thing.
so it's not skin.
Yeah. No, this one, the new one that I'm talking
Okay.
about, that's her skin. But the other one
The
before,
one we saw yesterday.
yeah,
we were looking at.
she
So let
was
me just
kind
give
of
a little
like they
history here
blurred
for-
out her frontal
Give
because
a
I
little
guess that was
history.
a little.
Who is Kanye West's ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife?
Well, it was Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. So basically, Kanye West found himself
A younger
version, and I don't know, body-wise. I mean,
she's
I don't
a
want
little,
to insult.
She's a
but-
little slimmer,
She's slimmer. She seems
slimmer,
to have a big old
but
rear end
she's
package.
younger.
She has a big old rear end package. Remember,
No,
Arda, we were
I
looking
think
at the
I think he
shirt.
traded more with the bigger.
He got she's got some big boobies. Got some big boobies. Remember you saw that picture yesterday with the big boobies?
Oh, I
She
remember.
had some ginormous galantes. Ginormous galantes. Tetas. Ginormous tetas.
Well, having a name Bianca, I mean that's
Right, you
another
got
thing
some
we have.
ginormous
in
tetas too. Got all
I
those kind of
do,
circles
but then
showing out.
my God, if I can't like show it that much because it's gonna
I know,
be too.
but you already popped the button.
I
there
know, I
anyway. You
did.
already
I
lost
just
the
popped the
button.
button.
Arda
And-
was watching. Actually, the button hit Arda up in the head when it broke off. Arda, really? Did you see the button
Well,
come flying?
what?
before?
It's hard to be a big chested woman because it's like one little thing that's like lower. It's so
Now he
provocative.
won't even look over here.
So
Well,
I try to cover up, but
so anyway, yeah. So she has a very large chest, but I think from the picture, she has a very, very nice, very nice buttocks area. Very nice rear end, I thought, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
she kind of looks.
RW, you saw it, right? It was very nice. She said, "Whoa!" Like I think that's pretty not large in a bad way. I'm looking at the picture right now.
She's
It's
in
very
between,
nice.
like she has like kind of like a J-Lo body, except
Does it look like it has? I don't look like it looks legit. I mean, looking at that picture, it doesn't look airbrushed. It doesn't. I mean, it's on the news. So I mean, she didn't go out in public dressed like that if it wasn't looking good.
Her silver bikini looks like a knitted.
It looks like
bikini.
you can almost see through it. If you blow it up even more, but you can see through it. Yeah, you can. Wow. RW, you're missing out over here, buddy. So anyway, all right. So
if you're curious to see what she looks like,
everybody, yeah, she's on page. What's her name?
Bianca
Censori.
Censori.
Yeah, how do you spell it? Let me say it out here. How do you spell it? How do you spell the name?
See,
so that's why they can look her up. Kanye West's wife.
Well, because you keep on putting it in the picture.
Her last name is spelled Censori, Bianca, Bianca, like your name.
Yeah.
Bianca Sea, with a C, not an ocean. A C, capital C, Ensori. Check her out. She's very attractive young lady. Very nice body, and good for him. I'm happy for him.
Oh, we'll see. You know,
I'm happy for him. Why should he not have a happy life?
There was like a little rumor that they were going to split or something, but that's
already.
A rumor.
I didn't even know he got remarried. Did you, Arda? Did you know he got remarried?
No, I don't pay attention to.
I don't either. So when you told me yesterday when you were discussing this for the show, I really had no idea that this was going on. I didn't know that I knew that there was some issues in the past with Kim Kardashian, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I don't talk about people
of like how they met and all that stuff, but like
follow up on that because what do we got on time? What do we got on time? We probably got 12 minutes, 10 minutes.
Like 3.
3. With the song, we got 5. I'm calling 5.
Okay, because you're the boss.
The show gets run late every time, and we're going 5. But we are looking for sponsorships and airspace. If you want to run a commercial or a sponsor and have a segment on the show, 5 nights a week. Plus, we'll give you a double air on Monday on our BBS Talk Radio network. We can run you there, and that will guarantee your ad, your commercial, your ad, or your sponsorship will not only be heard 5 nights a week in all of your area, but on BBS Talk Radio. And you will end up on all of the platforms, Apple, Spotify, everywhere. Your ad will run. We will not take that away from you. We will run the ad no matter who listens to the show, whatever episode. You basically be heard unlimited amount of time. Reach out to Hostile Zone at bbstalkradio.com, Eric at ericandrewsonide.com. There's ad space and sponsorship always available. We take care of you, business people, because we're looking out for you. All right. Oh boy, more Kanye West. I like Kanye, honestly. I mean, people said he had all kinds of problems at one point. I don't want to talk about anybody. I don't want to talk about Kardashian either in a negative light.
I gotta say, nobody's ever perfect. So sometimes with all the stress that's going on, even being in the spotlight and stuff, you're being looked at 24/7. And anything you say can be misleading. And
here's the thing,
when people have
talk
downs,
about you when you have a name, they want to destroy you when you're popular.
On top.
When you're on top, right? Frank Sinatra says, when you're on top, they want to bring you down, right? Mm-hmm. How's it go? Come on, RW, you sang them on live on the show here.
Oh God, you're sandbagging.
I sandbagged. But anyway, if you listen to Frank Sinatra, you're up and you're down, you're high and you're low, but it's all about how you get back over and out. But you come back on top with syndication. Well, I added a syndication. But you come back on top no matter when they come at you, because he's in your face, like Cinotti says, in your face. You come back. You can't break a solid foundation. You can't break foundation. You can't break somebody's character. You can't break their charisma and their resilience.
I get
you can't
up
do it.
And down.
I get up, I get down. Yeah. Whatever. You can't break their resilience.
Get back in the race, and that's
back in the race. There it is. So you know what? I can say from experience, when you have success, people target you. Weak people target people who have strength, inner fortitude, and resilience. People fear that. When they don't have anything of their own, they attack other people to break them down because they're afraid to challenge them in the real environment with intellect, strength, power, whatever it is, and whether it be physical prowess, intellectual prowess, or whatever, they fear you. And that's why I don't like to badmouth anybody. And that's why I don't really know about this guy's life, but I do know he had some great songs. He still has great songs. He's welcome to an opinion, like a lot of people.
Right.
He's welcome to opinion. Right. He's welcome to have what his opinions are. He's a musician. That's what he does. And that's it. And you know, people target you when you're on top, just like they target him. I don't really know.
But you know what's hard? It's easy to be on top, but the hardest part is staying on top.
Where are we on that 5? I see the time scale on the ticker here. Okay. So with that said, I'm coming back at you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Everybody else will hear me live everywhere else, whatever time it may be. We run it. Check us out on Facebook, Eric A. Cinotti, The Hostile Zone fan page, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter X, whatever it's called now. God, Rumble, Patreon. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, KKTC 99.9. True Country One.
True America.
True Cinotti, baby. Take it out with the dirty mic, Miss Bianca. Show them what it's all about.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner lay wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Whoa, gotta love that patriotism, people. Love your country. Because you know what? Cinotti says, love your neighbor, love your family, love your country. Always, never disrespect, never hate. Miss Bianca, you wrote the words to our outro. Give him the outro.
Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice, Cinotti hears you. Use your voice. Use your voice, Cinotti heard you. Use your voice, let it be heard. Use your voice, Cinotti heard you. Use your voice.
In your face, that's right. Another day, KKTC 99.9, True Country, True America. We love you. And guess what? Come back tomorrow because, I don't know. Oh, wait, I forgot. Cinotti heard you.